of the West Australian Rally Championship, and the crew's headed to Collie for the running of the Experts Cup.
Into right 5 minus, long, hump.
9 stages totalling 120 kilometres of competition, 48 cars fronting the start list, with another bumper Clubman field entered. Heading into this event, the championship standing sees King and Tierney on top with 68 points, the Hynes Percival pairing 60 points, O'Dowd, Pusey 3rd and 4th, Oxley and Keating equal 5th. For Hynes, it's still all about banking points.
Yeah, I mean, every rally we've got to get as much points as we can, obviously, but we've got to make sure we do get points. You know, we can't push too hard for the win and go off the road and drop back. So, you know, you've got to drive pretty smart with these events, especially with Dylan getting quicker and with Dean Herridge here today. So, you've got to drive with the head today. Championship leader King happy with recent maintenance upgrades put to his WRX.
The car's pretty much the same as before. Just put some new drive shafts I've got made up, so hopefully I won't have them issues anymore, and yeah, looking forward to it.
A name not seen on the championship for some time, Dean Herridge. He'll be subbing into the Auto 1 back WRX after owner Brad Markovic had to withdraw with a back problem.
I wasn't supposed to be driving until about 4 days ago. Brad with the new car obviously debuted this at Donnelly last event, and unfortunately hurt his back about a week ago. So only on Tuesday was the decision made were we able to fill in effectively. So I'm driving his car, his tyres, his co-driver. 4 years since I've been on the gravel, so looking forward to it. A bit apprehensive, I'm not really sure how we'll go, but mainly a bit of a test bed for this car as we try and develop it from Bradley and we move on.
The two-wheel drive battle is set to continue. This another very close competition. Keating and Vlad separated by just 5 points going into this round. The thundering V8 of Kiel Douglas has made a return. His presence and some upgrades to the Commodore sure to be a factor.
We've upgraded the suspension recently and gone for a DMS package on the shocks, so it's quite a big step up from what we had in the car before, so quite looking forward to seeing what it behaves like and see if it's a bit quicker, hopefully.
A massive Clubman field entering round 3, 21 crews fronting the start line, this category just getting bigger and bigger. Leading the series, Steve Vass, not without issues over the first couple of rounds.
As always is the saying, that's the crew behind it's helped. We've had some motor dramas this year on all 3 events and some very late nights, but it's worth it to come out in the sun and just have a good time.
Late 5 left, sudden turn 3 right. It's late 5 left, sudden turn 3 right. Into long 5 left, tightens late. It's long 5 left, tightens late. Into late 5 right, neat, don't cut.
For the Hynes Percival duo, it was straight down to business. Flat out from the go, 3 convincing stage wins and a margin of 47 seconds heading into the first service. Championship leader King, disaster. A broken drive shaft on the first test and then a diff problem meant limping through, dropping him way down and now needing to chase any sort of points available. Back to the championship, the Davies boys were putting in a big effort. Steve behind the wheel on this occasion, second quickest across this section of stages. A great drive in the number 6 WRX, building a half-minute gap back to third.
80 left 4 plus. And 100 crest, stay left. 100 left 4 cut into turn right 3. 100 jump, nice, woohoo, oh, 100 jump, then 100 left 5 kink jump, And then 100, turn left 3 over brow. Oh, shit. Keep it going. We can get out of it.
A good start to the event for Tostovan, a driver that very much enjoys these roads. Had it not been for this overshoot and the 15-second time loss, he would have been a lot more comfortable in third and a little closer to Davies. Breathing down his neck, the McElroy-Drury combination, just 5 seconds adrift, 3 clean runs, third and fourth fastest times. Dean Herridge making up the top 5, a measured start, making sure of no mistakes and easing back into his first gravel drive for a very long time. This was the first and last we were to see of Keating. Out on this first stage, no championship points for this round.
180, turn hairpin right tidy. Turn hairpin right tidy.
For the Vlad Nicoli pairing, that would result in much less pressure and a chance to go to the lead of the two-wheel drive series. Although a transmission issue early on, they would make the service in control of that class.
200, flat brow again.
The only other two-wheel drive runner, Kiel Douglas, also with issues. Power steering failure meant a tough drive for the V8 man.
.300, turn 3 right. And long 5 left. .80, 8 right.
The huge Clubman field of 20 starters having a ball on these very challenging Collie roads. The battles up and down the start list, a feature of this series. 6 stages of competition for this group. Sprinter of Trevor Chudley on song and taking the round. A steady start on the opening test, but from then on, a second quickest and 4th fastest stage time resulted in a convincing margin.
Meters, road bends hard right, double caution.
A great event-long battle for the Lowther Tapey and Escort combo of the Rattenburys. Seconds apart on each test, Lowther taking the number 2 spot by just 4 seconds. As expected, the other sprinter of the Travis pairing were very quick and would have featured outright. A major issue on SS1, dropping 7 minutes and out of contention. Series leader Vass, another with issues, but still struggling home in 4th place and valuable series points. Hard luck for the flying Corolla of Adams, up as high as 2nd, with a hold radioed on the last stage dropping him back, 5th place at event's end.
Into 9 right, 50, 8 right, into 6 left, into 7 left, keep right, 50, 8 left,
50 right 3 into left 3 plus. Right 4 then 50 right 3 into left 3 plus long. Into right 4, then 80 caution, downhill braking, keep left 4 Jono.
Business as usual for the front-running WRX of Hynes. 3 more stages and 3 more wins, well and truly stamping his authority on this event. Clean but quick, increasing the lead while still minimising the risks.
attack on those, drove absolutely 100% right through those, and didn't miss a beat, didn't have any major dramas in there, so we're sitting pretty at the front of the field.
Hynes and Percival going on to take the win, maximum championship points, taking them to the lead of the title race. The Davies boys had a good grip on second spot and weren't about to let that slip. A measured run across the 3 stages before the second service. Maintaining their spot, they continued through the night runs, taking a very well-deserved second outright. The gap back to third, just over half a minute. Dean Herridge would steadily increase his pace and begin to reel in 4th and 3rd spots. Heading into the second service, achieving that goal and looking to hunt down second. Running out of stages, 3rd place the end result, a good run and an important test for the new car with some adjustments made from the data gathered.
Right 4 into left 3, into right 4 minus long.
Tostovan would go on a charge across the remaining stages with some impressive times into the night. Unfortunately, that good work undone with a booking in error, costing the team several outright places. McElroy would remain consistent, top 5 times over the middle stages and steady on the night runs to maintain his position of 4th outright. Having a quiet run on the early stages and needing to deal with being first car on the road, Gavin Morgan would come storming back to grab a well-driven 5th outright. For King, it was all about grabbing any points on offer. 9th outright at event's end, 14 points for his effort.
Here continues long, then tightens again. Tightens again, 80, 1 right short.
For Vlad and Douglas, the remaining 2-wheel drive entries, it was all about holding station. 1st and 2nd places, Raz now back on top of the 2-wheel drive series with a healthy points gap.
Opens to 1.
1 right short then.
Pair 2 right on crest, stay in. Opens to 1, then tightens to 2, stay in on crest. 60, 1 right.